Hello, Richmond County residents. It's Celeste Gotell coming to you from Senior Center Without Walls for Richmond County with the weekly edition of What's Happening, activities and events of interest to older adults in Richmond County. Um, this is a project that we've been working with Talil since November. I come to you each week. It airs daily at 9 a.m. and 5 p.m., featuring some of the things that older adults may like to partake in that are available. It's one of the many ways that we reach out to older adults. Our calendar is also available through social media. Hard copies can be located at a few places in Richmond County, including the municipality and the MLA's office. And I promote the calendar widely on social media, both the weekly version of it and the monthly version of it. We also send it to our seniors clubs, etc. So let's begin with Saturday the 30th. So we're coming to the end of August, and Saturday the 30th will be the final Almadam Community Market at the Rocky Bay Irish Club. That will be the final one for the summer. That's from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And rumor has it that Jean Keogh and Vivian Major will be there to entertain folks and to do a little few songs. So that'll be a nice event. River Bourgeois Annual Community Festival is also underway, and the softball tournament kicks off at 8 a.m. From 8 to 10:30 a.m., there's a flea market and a cake auction. And there's also from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., there's actually a breakfast happening at the community hall there. So that's Saturday the 30th. That brings us to the 31st, which is Sunday. Again, the River Bourgeois Community Festival will continue. So there will be a dinner from 4 to 5:30 p.m. That's turkey pie, seafood chowder. That's $15. And there'll be a Robert Bouchard concert at the Tara Lynn Center that night as well at 7 to 9, from 7 to 9, $20 at the door. The Lordways Jolly Club will be having a seafood chowder event, and that includes dessert, tea, and coffee, and that goes from 12 noon to 2 p.m. So that's the Lordways Jolly Club for their event. And the Johnstown Artisan and Outdoor Market will be happening again from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. That's an outdoor market, and it goes right through till September 7th. So next week will be the final week for that. That brings us to Monday, the 1st of the month. So the Richmond Artist Alliance Art Gallery that is being featured at the Discoos Civic Improvement Hall will continue throughout the month of September. It's open Monday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and by appointment on the weekend. So folks can actually see a number of the local artists' work being displayed there at the Discoos Civic Hall. Line dancing from 10 a.m. to noon at the West Bay Community Center. That's a drop-in program, and that's every Monday from 10 a.m. to noon. There'll also be mass at 9:30 a.m. at the Discoos Civic Improvement Hall. The first Monday of every month, there's a mass that takes place. And that evening at the St. George Channel Hall will be their song circle, and that will be from 6:30 to about 9. Doors open at 6 o'clock. All levels of talent are welcome, and it's by donation, and there's a light lunch that is available at that time. On Tuesday, so the River Roots Farm Stand will be opened on Tuesday from 10 to 7 p.m. Lots of great produce available now, so you might want to check that out. On the 3rd, there'll be a morning coffee at the St. George's Channel Hall from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. That's a weekly coffee that happens. And at River Roots in River Bourgeois, they're going to be offering a workshop on salsa making, and that goes from 6 to 9 p.m. There is a fee, and you take away some salsa with you is $20. So if you want to register for that, call Richmond River Roots to get registered. On to Thursday the 4th. So coffee and conversation will be happening at the West Bay Community Center. Again, a weekly drop-in from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. And once again, the River Roots Farm Stand will be open again from 10 to 7 p.m. at Church Point Road in River Bourgeois. There's a walking group that meets on Thursday mornings at the Dr. Kingston Center in Lordways, and that's at 11 o'clock. So if you're interested in taking part in that, that's 11 a.m., a walking group in Lordways. There's a 45 card game at 7:30 p.m. at the Discoos Civic Improvement Hall. And Kitchen Rackets, which is a summer jam session, will be happening at the St. Peter's Lions Marina at 7:30 p.m. Again, visiting players are welcome to join in and sit in with the local musicians. Bring along your instruments. I think this may be the last one for the summer, but if not, I'll be announcing it again next week. I don't have anything on the calendar for the 5th, but I'm sure starting next week I likely will. Things are just getting ramped up again after some of the clubs took some time off in the summer. That brings us to Saturday the 6th, and that will wrap up the week. At the Anne Sampson Senior Building in River Bourgeois, there's going to be a presentation on estate planning, and that starts at 1:30 p.m. There's a music circle that will be taking place at Branch Legion 150 in Ayrshire at 2 p.m. Bring along your instrument, that's free admission. And the Almadam Historical Society will be having their annual book sale at Lenoir Forge in Ayrshire at the Boat Barn. That's the lower site, and that goes from 10 to 2 p.m. So that concludes the week of August 30th to September 6th of what's happening. Thanks again for joining me for this program. And thanks again to our partners at Toledo Community Television for their ongoing support and promoting activities and getting the word out so that everybody knows what's going on. And our thanks to Department of Seniors and Long-Term Care, who provided us funding to actually develop a senior center without walls for Richmond County. That funding will soon be wrapping up in the fall, but we're really pleased that the municipality has also supported our organization in this year's budgeting process, which means that we'll be able to carry on with the Senior Center Without Walls and to be able to carry on with products like this as well as others. So that's all for today, folks, and have a wonderful week.